What is up, guys? Smooth here, back with another Minecraft video. Halloween is right around the corner, so in the spirit of the season, I got a little Minecraft costume of a cartoon character I really enjoy. I'm not going to tell you all what it is, but feel free to guess in the description if you think you have an idea. Also, I decided to find the best Halloween resource pack available for you guys, and that's what this video is about. Right now, I'm using the vanilla resource pack so you can see the change in all the blocks as I switch over. Now, this resource pack was actually done for the Xbox 360. It was made by Mojang in collaboration with 4J Studios for the Halloween of 2013. So someone actually converted all the blocks into the PC edition, and that's what you're going to see right here. So let's switch over and take a look at what this thing has to offer. So let's go back into this view, right over here, and let's get into it. So resource pack, Halloween pack, open it up. So now let's take a look at things. So you can see first that we have all these different skull heads over here. They look kind of crazy. I'm not even sure which ones are which. I mean, this one's obviously a creeper. This one's obviously a skeleton. This one I'm not too sure about. But anyhow, let's look around. I'm going to go into these in a lot more detail very soon. So again, just look at some of the foliage over here. You can see this one kind of has like teeth on it. This door looks absolutely amazing. These fences look kind of funky with that green tint. Let's keep on looking around. And again, you'll see different symbols and whatnot over here. This glowstone looking thing has eyeballs. All really awesome. So just a little bit further over here, you can see the water over here is purple. And I think one of the coolest things that they actually added, you see the portals are cool, but look at the faces inside the nether portal. You got all those like wailing ghost faces. It looks incredible. So now let's get into some more of the nitty gritty, and I'm going to show you everything in a lot of detail, and as much detail as possible, so you guys won't feel like you're missing anything if you're deciding to get this or not. So let's hop into it right now. First up, we have all of the custom armor sets. So you have the leather set over here, which is the only one that wasn't completely customized. You see, the rest of these are actually pretty crazy. Although the wooden sword does have like a slight green tint to it, so it does stand out. It does look like some kind of zombie blood or some kind of goo, or who knows. But it does look pretty cool. I believe the pants are just a little bit different. The rest seems to be exactly the same. Now the golden set as well as the rest, if they weren't labeled, you'd never be able to tell what they were. I mean, the sword does give you a slight giveaway, but the armor is totally different. You see you have this kind of mask thing going on. It has some kind of a suit with like a red button down. Really cool. Completely different than what you'd expect. Also, you'll notice that the back is hollow and transparent, so it's essentially made to be like a mask that you would just like put on with a string on your face. Next up is the chainmail set. This one kind of looks like a zombie, and again, you'll see that the sword is a slight giveaway. They all have that green goo on it. And yeah, this one just looks like it has tattered armor with like a pink shirt under. Very, very cool. Next up is the iron set. This one is like a different version of a zombie. It looks like it's actually wearing real armor with some kind of purple chest and legs going on. Not exactly sure what that is. It looks very cool as well. And the diamond set. This one is crazy customized. So you see the diamond sword with the green goo, but it's like you're this insane It the Clown looking thing. So I'm actually going to try all of these. I'm in this really cool world, which I'll put the link to in the description. It's made by this guy named Q Magnet that does phenomenal work. So let's go back over here and let's slide into the diamond section. And just like that, I've got my clown suit on. Looks completely crazy. It's really creepy, but it's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. So now let's get into the iron section. Let's just back right in. And now we got our zombie thing going on. It looks, with it on, with your eyes like through it, it looks kind of like a zombie iron golem hybrid in the face. It's kind of interesting. I don't know, that's just how it looks to me. But let's get into the next one. So you have this one over here, and you have the next kind of zombie looking thing. So this is the chain armor. And again, I'll be good so you can see the back as well. The back is pretty plain actually, but it does look really cool. I kind of like how they made it into a mask so you can see the back of your head. Very, very cool attention to detail. Next up, let's get to the gold. Yeah, so this one looks like it's trying to be, I'm not sure, is this like Jigsaw from the movie Saws, or no, this is actually Dracula. What am I saying? So yeah, this is apparently Dracula. I'm surprised I didn't notice it earlier. It becomes much more obvious when you have it on. It looked like you see right over here, it was kind of hard to tell that those were teeth. But while you have the mask on, it's much more obvious. Awesome, I like this one a lot. And let's try on the last one. A little bit plain, but pretty cool. And, oh, so that looks kind of different. My teeth look kind of... Or is that just my skin? Oh, completely forgot. I don't want to spoil it. I was about to say what it was. But anyhow, this is the armors, and now let's continue on to the next section. Next up, we have all of the custom particle effects. This world is made in a newer version than the resource pack, so some of these particles are not going to be completely updated, but you guys are going to get a gist of some of the new things that this resource pack adds. So for example, you'll see over here for bubble and suspended water, it is purple, so it does add like this nice Halloween feel to it. It does make things seem a lot more grim and a lot more dirty, so to speak. So let's get a little bit further and let's see what else we can find. Now, I don't pay too much attention in game to particle effects, so I'm not going to be 100% sure what is custom and what is not, but some of them are kind of obvious, like the droplets, the splash, as well as the wake fishing water. You see they have purple tint just like the water does back over here. And I know that there's another one that I'm sure is customized in this area. Where is it at? Yeah, you'll see the enchantment table, I believe, is much more done than it is in the normal version of the game. And flame is green, which looks really cool. But this is probably the coolest one, I think. The lava is just this explosive green color, which looks absolutely awesome. The rest of this stuff here, I believe, doesn't have a huge change. Although it is really cool just to see this display like this. Huge explosion. Yeah, it looks really awesome. See, mob appearance. Yeah, that's newer version of the game, so we're not going to see anything else for that. None of these are changed. Okay, this one is slightly changed. So block crack is actually, looks like glowstone cracking, but I believe it is this texture made to be cracked over here. And is this the same thing? Icon crack? Yeah, it's roughly the same thing, it appears. You see slime, all this stuff appears to be the same. So that is the gist of it. So these are all the custom ones that you'll see. So it's mostly lava, water, and some of these minor ones over here. Next up, we have the customized mobs. So some of these are so well done, it's very difficult to tell how they actually look, but they're just absolutely phenomenal. You'll see the witches over here. They look a lot more grim, a lot more scary. They even got a different little texture for their nose pimple thing going on, but they look absolutely awesome. The villagers, on the other hand, just look completely ridiculous. I think they're all wearing like Halloween costumes. You'll see these two look like they have sheets over their heads. This one's a cyclops. This one is, I'm not exactly sure what this one is. These two are vampires, and yeah, they look really cool. Even the little villagers, they have matching outfits. That's pretty awesome. So let's get a little bit further. Let's look at the cave spider. Cave spider is not too different. It looks like they just have kind of like a white tint, almost like they have chainmail on. Pretty cool. Nothing too special though. So next up we have sheep. All the sheep are like zombie sheep, so they're completely see-through except for their innards. So I think this is made to be their bones on the inside, and they only have like small amounts of fur covering them. Oh, you see they even have the Jeb multicolored sheep over here, so that's pretty cool. This one from far away look like bedrock. All pretty awesome. Let's see what we have over here. We have the skeletons and the spider jockeys. Spider jockeys, they look pretty interesting. Oh, this one actually has the Black Widow mark, but I believe the Black Widow mark is supposed to be on the underside, if I'm not mistaken, or it might be. But these look pretty cool. That redness makes things stand out a lot more. The skeletons have shackles on their ankles and hands, I think. Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, it looks like they have some kind of shackles on. Looks pretty cool. They're also completely white instead of grayish colored. Next up, we have the pigs. The pigs look horrifying. Oh, wow. Look at this. They're rotting away, basically, and they only have half of their bodies left. That's pretty creepy. That's a very good Halloween themed design over there. Next up, wither skeletons. And oh wow, these look completely different. So they have 3 eyes, and their swords are also like these, I guess they're stone swords with the green goo on them, but they look like red demons. These look incredible. And they also have like the shackled things on their wrist, it looks like. Next up, we have the charged creepers, and these look incredible. Wow. So basically you have it completely textured white to look like a ghost, and they have the charged texture around. This looks amazing. Alright, next up we have pig with saddle. Pretty much the exact same thing as the other pigs, nothing too special over there. And the cows. So here we have our demon cows. The baby demon cow actually looks kind of cute, but these things are absolutely horrifying. I think this is supposed to be like fur on their back, these different textures. That looks really creepy. Alright, next up is a regular creeper. Same thing as before, just an all-white texture. Let's move forward. The baby zombie villagers. These don't look like they're customized at all, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just respawn them. Yeah, these are exactly the same. So this is not going to be found in this version of the snapshot. The mushrooms look really cool. So these have, it looks like almost bigger mushrooms if I'm not mistaken, although it might be the same size, but they're just purple textured instead of the red texture. Nothing too crazy about these. They do look nice though. Next up is the wolf. I think you can spawn them. Yeah, we can spawn some more. So here you have the different versions of them, and I'm not sure, they look like zombie or like really worn out looking animals, I would say, but they don't look as scary as the pigs even, which is kind of interesting. This one looks like a hyena though. Kind of cool. Alright, zombie villager. These are not changed either. Baby zombies. Baby zombies kind of remind me of creepers. They're just completely white, and they have light blue pants on. Over here we have the chickens. The chickens are really creepy. They even have the egg over here. Yeah, these look like yeah, these are just horrifying. I kind of want to see one fly, but maybe I'll do that a little bit later. Alright, next up is the ocelot. These look like they're just bone skinny. So these are not as decrepit as the pigs, but they look like they've been losing weight and they're like half alive. Like even the color, it looks like they have no fur. They're all just skin basically. Alright, regular zombies. Oh, this looks really cool. With the flower, it looks kind of funky. Yeah, same thing as the baby zombies, just all white with the light blue pants. Looks pretty cool. They're almost like they're almost ghosts as well, I guess. Alright, next up is the chicken jockeys. Oh, these are really cool. So this one has a really weird texture. Oh, is that supposed to be a baby zombie pigman? Oh, I see. So this is just a regular zombie. This is a zombie pigman jockey. Really cool. These are creepy. Awesome. Alright, next up is the cats. Okay, so these look crazy funky as well. You got Mo, Larry, and Curly. We got the Three Stooges. This one is missing almost all of its ribs. This one is just a ghost, I think. It doesn't have legs. Is that right? Yeah, wow, this one is awesome. This one doesn't have legs. And this one looks kind of like a demonic cat with these eyes. Not too different, but it does look cool. Alright, here we have slimes. Slimes, oh wow, the bottom of them are completely gone. So these are ghost slimes from the inside. Look at that, you can see the eye texture from the inside. This is awesome. Very cool. Let's see, bats over here. Bats are no different. Alright, next up. Squids. Squids in purple water. Let's check it out. Oh my god, these things are horrifying. They have 6 eyes now? Is that right? Yeah, look at that. 6 eyes, and their head is cracked open. Yeah, these things are hideous. Alright, magma cubes. Oh wow, this is awesome. So magma cubes are just giant eyeballs. These things probably look really awesome when they move around. Let's see, ghasts. Oh wow, so ghasts are just giant pumpkins. Giant flying pumpkins. And the charges look like pumpkins as well, but I think we're going to go over that a little bit later. And here we have the snow golems. They just look like evil. So we got Bob and Doug. They look like just super evil jack-o'-lanterns with really fashionable scarves. Good work, Doug and Bob. Nice job. Alright, next up we have our zombie iron golem. He looks like, I believe this is supposed to look like the Frankenstein's creature. Looks pretty cool. They also took out part of the sides, or is that... Yeah, I believe they took it out, so they made his waist look even smaller. This looks pretty cool. I'm definitely a fan of that. Silverfish. Same thing, basically, but just white. And here we have all the different custom horses, including the ones with armors. So, diamond horse armor, iron horse armor, golden horse armor, saddled horse, white horse. This one is crazy. No legs. It'd be nice to get like a whole bunch of these legless ones together and like get in like a Slender type map. That would look really cool. The gray blaze, the creamy blaze, chestnut patches. This one I like a lot. This one looks kind of like a mushroom, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like bloody, kind of half-dead horse. So let's see, here we have the brown blanket, dark brown spotted black. This one is really cool. Zombie donkey. This one's also missing some of its flesh. It's part bones over here. And a zombie mule. Alright, let's go this way to the ones that we missed. Alright, so silverfish we saw. Next up, blazes. Blazes have an awesome texture. So not really too different, but they have the green and white texture. It looks really cool. baby zombie pigmen. Oh yeah, this is what we saw before with the chicken jockeys. They look like these really emo babies. Looks almost like the little girl from The Ring, actually. All right, zombie pigmen, same thing, just much taller versions. All right, endermites. Well, these are new to the game, so that's not going to be in this patch. Zombie horses. These look really freaky. Their eyes look like they're completely decayed, and the sparse fur also looks pretty crazy. These are, yeah, these are pretty legit scary. Oh wow, well, I think, are these how skeleton horses normally look? Oh no, actually they took out the legs in the back. Yeah, these are freaky. So you have like the base of the spine, but the legs are missing. These are crazy. All right, Endermen. And there you go. This is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Endermen look like Slender, as it was meant to be. This is epic. These look awesome. Possibly my favorite thing in this entire texture pack. Next up is the Wither. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's changed at all. All right. Oh, he's not happy. He's killing my rabbits. But anyway, let's look at all these rabbits. I think I gotta respawn them. Actually, no, these are new as well. Yeah, rabbits are new to the game, so that's not gonna be customized. I don't know how I forgot that. Guardians are also new. Elder Guardians also new. Let's see. Out of Order is out of order, and Ender Dragon. See, I think you just step here. And here is the Ender Dragon. Do not feed Eddie. So here's Eddie the Ender Dragon. This looks amazing. Whoops. Look at that. A zombie Ender Dragon. It looks like it's metallic. It almost looks like it's made out of metal instead of bones. This looks really cool. You can see the toes over here. Very, very cool. So that pretty much covers all the mobs, and now we're going to get to the next section. Next up, we have Vegetation, Decoration, Elemental Liquids. So let's go through over here. So the spruce tree, nothing noticeable. Oak tree, same thing. The leaves look just a little bit different, I guess. Birch tree, nothing too crazy. It looks like the trees don't have anything too heavily changed about them, though. This one looks like it has almost an eye in the wood, like those little cork-looking things. Acacia, this is not going to be changed. Large jungle tree, doesn't look too customized. So the trees all look pretty simple. They don't look like they have any major changes. But the major change that you will note is lava. So lava looks absolutely incredible. This is what moving lava looks like, and with like the curves, it looks absolutely incredible. I'm a very, very big fan of this. And also with the green pillar and the red colored block, looks pretty amazing. So again, here is just normal lava. This is what fire looks like. I might lag a little bit over here. But yeah, the fire texture is also green. It's pretty cool. And here is moving lava, falling lava. Again, matches really well with these blocks. I'm definitely a big fan. So now let's look at what water looks like. Let's run over to this section. Okay, so here we have still water. Just regular purple. Let's go to the moving water. Doesn't even look like it's moving too much. Oh, just barely. You can kind of see, you can just barely see it. I don't know, can you guys see it? Just a very, very slight texture there. So let's get over here to falling water. It does have like the blue dripping texture, which I'm not crazy about. It would be nice if it matched with the purple, but not a very, very big detail. All right, over here we have ice. So you have, well, this is actually regular ice, and this, I believe, is this packed ice? Yeah, this should be packed ice, actually. So that wasn't around in the game at the time. So let's go a little bit further and see what else we have for vegetation. So let's look in here. So you have huge brown mushroom and huge red mushroom. So these are actually slightly customized, nothing too different. This one is supposed to be just a little bit differently colored. And let's see, over here you have desert sugar canes, taiga sugar canes, plain sugar canes, and ocean sugar canes. I actually didn't realize that they were textured differently normally. This is actually, even I'm learning right now as we speak. Let's see, is this the same thing over here? Okay, so you have extreme hill sugar cane, jungle sugar cane, mushroom island, and river. That's pretty cool. I'd have to look, I want to look in the, what these look like in regular and see how different they are. That was pretty interesting. Okay, now here we have our cool, look how cool this is. This is an awesome greenhouse. So a lot of plants are new, so you're not going to see, like these over here are going to be unchanged, but let's look around over here. So these are the pretty awesome ones. The dandelion and the poppy look absolutely amazing. This one has like teeth This one has eyes and a face, so like this one like would probably talk to you. This one's pretty cool. So blue orchid, no major changes over here. Let's look around in this direction. Nothing major. Again, the poppy and the dandelion again. The melon stem is slightly different. The cactuses, or the cacti rather, looks absolutely amazing. It has a mouth and teeth. This one is pretty incredible. Dead bush, slightly changed, not too different. Vines, not too different either. Netherwort looks really cool. So they changed the texture from red to purple. Red mushrooms slightly different. Brown mushrooms slightly changed. Cocoa beans look crazy creepy. They look like they have faces on them actually, along with these eyes over here. This looks pretty spooky. So let's see. Lily pad. Oh, that one actually has a slight change. They made it like a darker texture. It looks less clean, a little bit messed up. Potatoes slightly different. Carrots are less bright and they have like these long offshoots of leaves on top. Wheat and the saplings are all a little different. The birch sapling actually looks pretty cool. This one is very Halloween appropriate, as well as the spruce sapling, I would say. Oak sapling, not too much of a change. And I believe that covers all of them, so that is the vegetation. Next up, we have redstone and transportation. So let me just fly up over here so you can see the top of them. The pressure plates, you're not going to see anything too fancy, although the rails do look a little bit different. They look like they're made out of bones. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. And this one looks like it has an eye on the detector rail. Let's see. These look really cool, actually. Mine carts look pretty incredible. They have like that green goo in them, similar to what you saw on the tips of swords. Minecart with hopper. All these look pretty nice. Let's see on this side. Let's get to the beginning. So dispensers, they have like these blue eyes on them, apparently. I'm not sure if that's what that's supposed to be, but it does look like it has a face almost, and it is dripping some green goo a little bit. Does it release anything? Oh, it just releases redstone. The redstone is also a little retextured, as you can see. Looks like pointier. Not a major change. See, nothing here too different. The sticky piston looks cool. It has a purple texture. Redstone lamps are awesome. The cat on them is perfect for Halloween. Like, if I made a Halloween-themed house, it would be completely littered with them, similar to how this room looks over here. Also, the redstone looks pretty cool with this design. I don't know what you would call this design. Looks pretty interesting. Trap chests don't have any custom texture. Let's see. So you have note blocks, slight change, redstone ore, block of redstone, redstone dust. These look kind of cool. I like the brightness of the red, but nothing too fancy. Daylight sensors. And let's cross over here. And you can see what a boat looks like, for example. So if you move it around, the boat looks like it has holes in it. So technically speaking, this shouldn't be floating, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. With the purple water especially. I mean, it's Halloween appropriate, but not necessarily too logical. Not sure how I feel about that. Alright, let's get to the minecart. So you can just see what it looks like over here. Let me just send it on its merry little way. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. Minecarts, I'm definitely a big fan of. So this is the redstone and transportation section. Here we have the building blocks and larger items. This is going to be a long section, so I'm going to go over this pretty quickly, and I'm only going to point out the ones that are pretty nice. So you see grass blocks, for example, they have like a purple texture on the side, so they are not brown actually. Mycelium is kind of similar. Regular dirt as well. Coarse dirt was not added to the game at the time, so that one is a normal texture. You see, this one is pretty funky. Magenta wool looks completely different. Let's go through a little bit over here. Pink wool looks like a bloody container. Like, it looks like a crate with something in it. Let's see, nothing too crazy over here. Let's look around here. Purple wool has a cool texture. Cyan wool has a really cool texture, actually. Blue wool. These don't correspond to their colors at all, but I guess they have some pretty funky designs. Brown wool has like a ghost face on it. Green wool has an eyeball. Let's see, let's go back over here. Bedrock is textured pretty funky, as well as obsidian. So let's see, stone bricks. The bricks all look really cool. These all have custom textures on it. It looks like they have some kind of inscriptions. Like, this is like the Blair Witch Project looking thing. Let's see. All looks pretty interesting. Let's see, let's go to the wood section. Nothing too mind-blowing over here. These green textures are pretty funky. nether quartz, nether rack, and nether brick. So the nether is basically completely green apparently. And you have the soul sand with the faces on it. I like this texture better than the vanilla texture actually. Glowstone with eyeballs. Endstone is pink, so the end is completely pink. Custom bookshelves. Let's go over here. Nether brick again. This one is really cool. So you see the potion stands, the brewing stand rather. It looks like it has blood in the middle or something like that. Enchantment table also looks pretty interesting. Let's get over here. Beacon is pretty cool. Oh, here we have the nether portal again with the faces on them. This looks amazing. This I would actually be totally fine if they added this to vanilla Minecraft. This looks completely epic. The end portal. I'm not sure how I feel about the end portal being completely pink. I don't know. I feel like that takes away from the vibe a little bit. Slightly Halloween appropriate with like the weird textures, but a little bit different. Here is the dragon egg. So it's textured with, I guess with the purple and pinkness to go along with the theme they had. The different skulls over here. The Alex head, the Steve head. The pumpkin and the jack-o'-lantern with this creepier face. These, the cakes look pretty cool actually. Has like the green goo filling. Wonder what the green goo is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be like zombie guts or blood or something like that? Cauldrons have faces on them. Let's get a little further. Ice is purple as we saw earlier. Some more custom bricks. Spawners. Oh, there you can see like you can even see the bones through the spawners. So even the texture is custom for that. Oh, the ender crystal has a green flame in it as well. Pretty interesting. All right, so this one also is the mossy cobblestone, that extra greenness to it. Let's go down over here. Let's get a little bit further. Anything interesting? See, oh, blue carpet. So these actually, the carpets have the same textures as the wool had before. So these can make some pretty interesting design concepts as well. Glass is not see-through at all. I really actually don't like this. I'd rather have it be kind of normal. Let's see over here. All right, so these are going to be all the same. So we're almost towards the end of it. Let's see what else we got over here. Black stained glass pane. Oh, here, these are actually pretty cool. The iron doors look pretty interesting. This is, again, this is probably my favorite door by a mile. The oak door looks completely epic. All right, let's see the rest. Well, actually, they didn't have these new doors till recently, so this wouldn't be customized. The nether brick fence. Iron bars look pretty interesting. Banners are all new. So that is it for all the blocks. So let's get to the next section. And last but not least, we have the biome display. This is a pretty cool way of actually seeing how the texture pack puts everything together, or resource pack rather. So some of these are going to be completely the same. So again, a water monument is something you will not be able to see customized in this texture pack, although the water is going to be purple. So it does look pretty cool. Let me go into F3 mode so you can see as I hover over them that you'll see some of the biomes over here. So in the top left, you can see biome ocean. If we go over here, nothing too customized in the plains except for the flowers and I guess some of the crops over there. But if you get a little bit closer, let's take a look at the villagers. They're all in their Halloween costumes. They're zombie green things. They're almost all of them look that way. The doors look pretty cool. You got the vampire guy here as well. Looks really freaky with those purple eyes. Wow. All right, let's move along and get to the next section. All right, so once we get out of the plains biome, we are now in the extreme hills. This one looks really epic, actually. So all the dirt with the purpleness exposed looks pretty funky. The purple water streaming down all looks pretty awesome. Here is the zombie chicken. See, he's like farting little purple bubbles. This adorable little guy. Let's punch him. Let's make him fly. Come on. Oh, I just killed him. Oh, well. Let's get to this side over here, and we have the desert biome. The cactuses look, well, the cacti look really awesome in their natural habitat. The sand looks crazy funky. Didn't really give it enough attention before, but this like makes me dizzy. It looks really awesome. Have some exposed dirt over there. Is this dirt or is this some form? Oh, this is some kind of stone, I think. All right, let's get over here. These textures aren't too customized. Rest of it looks pretty basic. All right, let's move along. Next up over here, we have the forest biome. Pretty plain, I would say. Nothing too crazy. These are custom textures, but nothing really kind of catches my eye other than the custom dirt, which we've seen before. Same thing over here, taiga biome. No major changes. The river biome. This is pretty similar as well, just a plains biome with some water running through it. Over here we have the swampland. See if we have any of the lily pads that we can see. I don't think they actually have any lily pads over here. All right, so let's just get right past that. This looks completely crazy over here. This is the hell biome. So this is what the nether looks like. So you'll see the streaming green lava, which looks pretty awesome. The green fire, green bricks. This looks pretty awesome. And you see these eyeball glowstone over here. They stand out a lot because of it. But even over here, this looks really cool. Like going through the nether like this would definitely make it a better Halloween experience. Now the end being completely pink like this, I don't know. Really not crazy about it. It's not bad, but it's I don't know. I feel like this makes it a lot less spooky. I like how these things are textured, but I probably would have made this more of a purplish color than a pinkish color. I don't know. What do you guys think? Alrighty, so let's get to this one. We have the beach biome. Again, just basically plains and desert meets water over here, meets ocean biome rather. Over here we have stone beach. Sort of similar, nothing too different. And here we have the mushroom island. I feel like this again should have been customized probably a little bit more heavily. Like it does look cool, but it doesn't make it Halloween enough. Jungle biome isn't a major change either. So you got the jungle temple over here. Looks pretty funky with all the greenness to it. Over here, what does the sign say? Biome 25 Stone Beach. Yeah, we just passed this earlier. Getting closer to the end, guys. So roofed forest. And these are with the big forest trees. This looks pretty cool. Only because there's so many big trees in this particular world. But nothing too fancy. Birch forest on our left. Next up we have the savanna. Savanna looks pretty simple in general. I do like the scattered plants. Over here we have the mega taiga. Very big fan of this texture, similar to the sand. It's basically just a different color version of the same thing. Make for some really cool looking designs, I imagine. Alright, over here we have the sunflower plains. Well, this is not going to have any change except for the dirt. Over here, same thing, mesa biome. You're not going to see any changes other than the cacti. And here as well, so ice plains. This looks really cool by itself. But it'd be nice if it was like made a little bit darker, I guess. And the flower forest. It's kind of crazy over here, but again, nothing customized. So that is the rest of the biomes. So that was everything for the Mojang and 4J Studios Halloween resource pack. If you were thinking about changing things up to get festive for Halloween, this resource pack definitely does the trick, as you can see behind me. Anyway guys, this was Smooth. I hope you all enjoyed the video. A like would be very much appreciated, as it does help me out a lot. And subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one in the future. Anyway guys, I'll see you all later. Take it easy.